Okay, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. My friend Jordan's Nostalgia Corner, I think that's what his username is now, um, he's actually planning on doing a recap of all the UK Teletubbies episodes, and I'm kind of thinking of doing that too. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review, like, the first 31 episodes this month, and then next month I'm going to do the next 28 episodes. I don't know, maybe I'll do 29. But, yeah. And so on and so on. So, like, the amount of episodes for, like, each month, practically, to, like, make things more easier. So, yeah. Apparently. Um, yeah, I'll talk about like each episode, my opinions on the segments and stuff, and I'll also give you some fun facts. So today we have Ned's bicycle. And yeah, the opening sequence has Poe being the missing Teletubby. Basically, like, in each episode, the Teletubbies pop out of the hole on top of the house in a different order, and each time the last one pop out is different. Here it's Poe. And yeah. So, in this episode, I always thought Poe missing Teletubby episodes were, like, the best episodes. But, yeah, I don't know if some coincidence or just good luck or something, but yeah. The episode, the baby son, smiles at the beginning after the intro ends, and, like, the sound she makes just before it cuts to the opening shot for the next segment is a little bit different, which is kind of weird. But yeah. Also, some episodes like this one, the intro, the theme song, kind of different. Like, the windmill whooshing sound when the person says over the hills and far away is a bit different. And in this episode, when they're like, Teletubbies, Teletubbies, when the Teletubbies are saying Teletubbies, it's a bit louder than usual. This also happened in a few later episodes. I can't remember which one specifically, but I'll probably correct myself in the description. But yeah, the opening shot for like the opening scene, you can hear the windmill spinning in the background, though it's not casting out pink sparkles. And that's kind of weird, though, how that happens. In fact, I think I actually remember seeing it in an episode on PBS one time, where that happened. But yeah, this is a time for Tubby Toast scene. They all go down the slide and eat some Tubby Toast. It's a short but simple scene, and like practically the whole entire segment would be used as like stock footage in later episodes. Everything from the shot of the control panel before they come down the slide to the shot where they run outside and watch a TV event. So yeah, there's a different windmill clip that shows up when they see the windmill spinning, which is very rare. Only showed up at about 4 or 5 episodes, I don't know. But yeah, it was mostly earlier episodes, though one later episode, which reused a segment from a past episode, had it. And it is something weird, though. In some foreign language versions, as well as on the Here Come the Teletubbies video, the windmill whooshing sound is only heard once when they see the windmill spinning for a TV event. But in the original English version of this episode, there's the windmill spinning sound is heard twice. Like, it plays a bit earlier when they're eating their Tubby Toast, and then it plays again when they see the windmill spinning. I was like so confused when I saw that. In fact, I remember when the official Teletubbies YouTube channel uploaded that episode, one comment was asking if they edited that. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah. And they used the same sound clip of the Teletubbies saying uh-oh from the theme song, which I just thought was kind of weird. So when they do that sometimes. And, like, they're running really slowly out the door. And then they have a TV event. Each TV event, the TV event plays on a different Teletubby stomach. Here it's Tinky Winky. And, yeah. There's a lot of later episodes when the TV event plays. They use a different audio of the Teletubbies giggling with certain Teletubbies picked than what's usually heard. In this episode, when the TV event plays a second time, they use the same sound clip of the Teletubbies saying again, again, that was used during the splashing dance on the Teletubbies the Album CD that I do have. I don't even think I remember this. But yeah, the TV event's about this kid named Ned fixing his dad's bike. And this kid kind of creeps me out. He's like doing such weird things, like looking at the camera, like up close. And when he's like pumping up air into the tire, he like drops it. And he's just like, oh my god. They take a ride on the bike and stuff, and this like wagon thing, I don't know what it is, but yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Then the camera would fade to the baby son giggling, though in a lot of these earlier episodes she's shown screaming. And then camera just fades to the opening shot, instead of cutting to the opening shot, but this would happen a few other episodes. But yeah, it shows the bird's eye view windmill clip without pink sparkles. I noticed when it's not spinning pink sparkles, it's a longer clip where we see one of the rabbits just hopping away and the windmill spinning much slower. It's making the sound, though. If you listen closely, it sounds a lot like the magical event tune. Then in the next segment, a flag appears. I think the reason why a flag appears is because there was a flag in the TV event. Yeah, and this is the first time we see Poe's scooter. Poe marches with the flag, so is Tinky Winky. They put it on top of the house, and yeah. And it just... I read it in this segment, the baby son is barely shown at all. Usually in most of these segments, when something funny or strange happens, it shows her giggling and stuff, but here it does not. Which, yeah, apparently. The flag disappears, and Teletubbies watch a magical event. Yeah, these magical events is when the windmill starts spinning again with a different whooshing sound, with a different sound effect, and they go watch a magical event. Here's the animal parade. In most episodes, the Teletubbies would listen for a noise and then follow the noise, and that's when the event would start. Here, it doesn't show that clip. Instead, the event starts right away, and that was just kind of weird. Like, oh my god. And also in this episode, the Teletubbies are heard giggling when the event starts, which doesn't usually happen in most magical events. It does happen in some other episodes, mostly ones with the Lion and Bear or Lobo Peep. But yeah. And then the windmill would stop spinning. So windmill stopping means that the episode is over, apparently. So yeah, here the camera fades to the windmill stopping. And each time they do their Tubby Bye-Bye game, a different Teletubby would be the first one to pop up and say boo. This time it's Tinky Winky, but something interesting is that even though Tinky Winky was the boo shouter, the first one to pop out the hole on top of the house and wave bye-bye is Poe. I could have sworn I've seen an episode on Sprout one time that had that happen. Also, this is one of the few episodes to have the 1990 BBC logo. A lot of the earlier season episodes from 1997 would have it. But yeah. Our Pig Winnie is the next episode. By the way, Dipsy's both the missing Teletubby and Boo Shouter in this episode. I swear, whenever Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, it's some sort of bad luck thing. Apparently, but I don't know. I mean, this is the first episode where that happens, but I just don't like most of the episodes where that happens. The first scene starts up with a Field 1 opening shot. This one was mostly used for outdoor segments, and every time it's used, almost every time it's used, they use the extended opening music. And I noticed after that they showed a field shot, which looks like the exact same spot where the voice trumpet would rise up and say, "Time for Tubby Bye-Bye." It literally is the same spot. I didn't even notice that until a little while ago. And this is the first time we see Tinky Winky's bag and Dipsy's hat. So yeah, they're running up a hill and they each say "uh-oh" one by one. They run down the hill, and they're about to say "uh-oh," but they're interrupted by the windmill. I like the TV event music that plays after they say "uh-oh." It's very catchy. But yeah. The TV event, Laa-Laa is chosen for a TV event. I'm kind of surprised Dipsy's not chosen, because this is the second episode, and Dipsy's the second Teletubby. Yeah. But yeah. And, like, some of these earlier episodes, they use different audio of Laa-Laa giggling when she's chosen. And yeah, this one is one of them. But yeah. These kids, Matthew, James, and Mark, who show us their farm, are taking care of a pig named Winnie. Kind of like Winnie the Pooh. It's kind of weird, though. Something I noticed in some foreign versions of various episodes in different languages, when the TV event ends, you hear, like, one of the antenna sound effects playing randomly. I've noticed this happens in this episode and a few other episodes. I think one of them's, like, painting with hands and feet, and the other's carnival. Just to name a few. But it's only in different language versions of these episodes. Not in the English version. I was just kind of confused when that happened. And after that is a dance. Yeah, in a lot of episodes they do a dance. There are more dances than magical events, and the dances are quite common, practically. First of all, actually this is the first episode without a magical event, by the way. But yeah. Also, randomly, this is one of the few episodes where a dance is in the middle of the episode. Usually shows up at the end of an episode before a magical event, or sometimes at the beginning. But, like, a lot of these older episodes, a lot of these earlier episodes had the dances in the middle. I mean, there's some later episodes that did, but that's just because there's a certain magical event that takes place afterward. But we'll talk about those later. So yeah, this is the jumping dance. Yeah, they're like jumping and stuff. And this version of the dance is so weird though. First of all, we see a shot of the Teletubbies jumping just when the music pauses. Usually when the music pauses, we see the baby son who's about to scream, but she doesn't. But in this episode, in some episodes like this one, there's a weird type of ending. Most episodes, Tinky Winky does a special jump, and then he falls down, and gets back up, and then he starts jumping again. And then Tinky Winky falls down again, and he rolls down the hill, and everyone's waving goodbye to him. Here, when he falls down the first time, he rolls down the hill. Like, what the hell? Like, that's just so weird, though. And then after that is, this little Teletubby. This segment uses the Right Path 1 opening shot, which I just thought was kind of weird that was mostly used for indoor segments. I mean, the house is, like down here, instead of, like, right in the middle. Like, it's down here, so you kind of expect it to be used in most outdoor segments. I mean, there are some where it does happen, but most of the time it's in the indoor segments. Like, what? I don't know. It's just so weird, though. This is the first appearance of the Nunu, a vacuum cleaner that always cleans up after the Teletubbies. Though here he's not given a name. He doesn't have a name yet. This is the first time also they eat Tubby custard. So yeah, they're playing, like, this little piggy, but this little Teletubby. Yeah, Tinky Winky gets Tubby custard, and Laa-Laa and Po don't. And Dipsy cries, wee wee wee, all the way home. So yeah, apparently. And I will talk about the Sunday specials. Apparently. I wasn't going to, since I don't really know much about them. But yeah. I know you can, sign into something to, like, view a preview, but I doubt my parents would give me permission to do that. But yeah, apparently. But I'll do as best as I can. If I get any information wrong, I will correct myself in the description. After the baby son screams at the end, before going to Tubby Bye-Bye, the Magic House events plays. It's the top left window version. I'll go into more detail about this version of the event, as well as the event itself in the next part. But yeah, in this episode, when it's about to show the voice trumpet rising up for Tubby Bye-Bye, the voice trumpet is just not shown rising for a few seconds. The voice trumpet's rise is delayed. This happens in quite a few episodes. If you notice when this happens, you can actually see the top of the voice trumpet behind a flower before it starts rising. Anyone else notice that? My god. So yeah. This is also Vic Finch's first, episode he directed. He directed a lot of episodes of various ragdoll shows, like Brum. This is the first episode without the windmill stopping. What's the point of the windmill stopping if it doesn't show up in every episode, though? I don't get it. But yeah, that's it for now.